Music recording software is known as a digital audio workstation, or a DAW. It's the software you use to record, mix and master your music.
The majority of DAWs function very similarly, but a few features vary between them. These programs take your music straight from the source all the way to release quality.
There's tons of different DAWs available. Some of the most popular ones include Pro Tools, Cubase, Logic and Ableton, and there's a few free options as well, including Audacity and GarageBand.
We're going to talk a little bit about the ones that we have experience with. Pro Tools is known as the industry standard and has a range of features for post-production editing. It's also very functional, but it does take a while to get used to because the user interface is a little bit more cluttered and a little bit more complex than you'd be used to perhaps with something like Logic. It's also very expensive to buy outright. You're looking at around $500 if you want to buy the full product, or $25 per month if you want the subscription package. Furthermore, it requires you to take an iLok with you wherever you go. Now, an iLok is a small USB stick that acts as a key to your software. People often complain about using the iLok, however, it does guarantee security of your software, as well as guarantee for Pro Tools that you haven't pirated it.
Logic Pro has an attractive and easy to navigate user interface. It's really easy to customize, so you can change it to fit your workflow. Unfortunately, it's only for Macs, and the scoring for MIDI data is really difficult to use. It'll cost you around $200, which is less than half that of Pro Tools. However, there's no subscription available at the moment.
Audacity is a very simple piece of software, and it's one of the best free options that you can go for on either Windows or Mac. However, it has a very boring user interface. Now, that's not particularly a problem if you're just into it for the technical side of things, because it can do a lot of the audio slicing, cutting and arranging that you'd want a digital audio workstation to do. But on the other hand, it cannot do production in regards to MIDI. You can load MIDI into it, but it cannot play it.
GarageBand is essentially a compressed version of Logic Pro with many of the same features. It's a free piece of software and it's really easy to learn for beginners. It can be downloaded on mobile devices such as your iPad or iPhone, which makes it really portable. However, the post-production mixing is very limited, and much like Logic Pro, it's only available on Apple devices. In our projects, we prefer to use Logic Pro X. It was within our price range while still being an industry standard piece of software.
It has a very user-friendly interface, and it has a wide variety of software instruments built in.
You can create high quality music with any of the programs we've mentioned, so don't get too caught up about who says theirs is the best.
Although we've spoken about the pros and the cons, in reality the best software is the software that you are most comfortable with.
We'll leave links to all the pieces of software we've mentioned in the description.
If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and we'll answer them as best we can.